So yesterday we got the amazing, surprising reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4, which is really exciting, getting our very first trailer. Also, a trailer for Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, and the final kind of the grand finale of Union Cross Dark Road as well. And we got a bunch of other stuff as well coming from the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary, a bunch of information regarding Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts 4, and just the world and universe of Kingdom Hearts. So I'm going to go through a bunch of it here in this video, a little bit later to this one, because obviously I was focusing more on covering the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, from reaction. We talked about some of the worlds. There's still some more stuff from the trailer I do want to cover here on the channel, so be sure you guys are subscribed, and make sure you guys like this video. If you guys do enjoy this one, it really helps out the channel as well. We talk about the games and play the games here on the channel, but Kingdom Hearts always going to be a big thing that I come back to all the time because I'm a massive Kingdom Hearts fan. So we're gonna go through this and whatnot, and it's pretty exciting stuff. So we're gonna start off with a Q&A. This is coming from Zexian 0613 over on Twitter, and this is Q&A that's I guess they translated. So first off, are nobody emblems natural? Do humanoid nobodies have them? Humanoid nobodies are not born with the emblem, he says. The question next, who exactly is Demyx? Answer, we'll elaborate on this in the future. Interesting. Okay. Do you get inspiration from Hikaru Utada's music? If I'm mispronouncing her name, I apologize. We make the opening after receiving her song. It can't be done without it. Pretty interesting stuff on how they kind of go about doing that. At the end of Union Cross, the player's heart melts into Xehanort's heart. And then there's like a question mark there. So I guess it's a question, not a statement. You'll understand when you see the end of Dark Road. Okay, so we gotta finish off Dark Road. And again, that's coming, I think, August 2022, if I remember correctly. Where did Riku get the Keyblade that he gave Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 2? Again, we'll follow up on that somewhere in the future. So they are gonna, kind of go into that in story-wise and stuff. It says, why did the story diverge based on who won or lost the battle with Yozora? It's a difficult battle, so we thought it'd be nice to have something to see even if you lost. Did Ephemer realize the player's true intentions in Union Cross's ending? Ephemer will continue to appear in the future. Okay, great, awesome stuff. When did Naminé and Ansem meet? It says, when there was no one else left in Castle Oblivion. Why did Riku's hair get shorter in Kingdom Hearts 3D? Because I was asked to cut it in Kingdom Hearts 2, and he laughed at that as well. What is the world of, it's a symbol. I don't know how, I can't remember how to pronounce the symbol. The Master of Masters was talking about. The name hasn't been mentioned yet, but you can expect it in the script. If you have a good sense, you might be able to figure it out. Okay, so you might actually be able to figure this one out on your own. Why was there noise in the sky after Ephemer and Skald left the data world in Union Cross? He says, because they'd just come back from the data world, it's not deep. Question, when and how did Isa receive the scar on his forehead? Good question. Leah and Isa have many stories. We'll show them in the future. So again, a lot of stuff that they're still planning to show in the future. Why did Master Xehanort take over Terra when he was old and not when he was young? Answer, because he didn't have the power to do when he was younger. Question again, what is the difference between falling into darkness, as happened to Riku and Aqua, and becoming heartless and creating nobodies? Answer, whether or not the heart remains. The situations are completely different. Two more questions. First one, will we even learn why Maleficent thought the Book of Prophecies was in the black box? Perhaps she'll explain in the future, he says. And then finally, in Kingdom Hearts 3, Xemnas breaks Leah's Keyblade, and says, your Keyblade is no more. Answer, the nuance is that even if Leah summons his Keyblade again, it will remain broken. It's impossible to take away the ability as a wielder itself. So a nice little Q&A right there for you guys, but there's a couple other things as well, some additional comments coming from some other sources, and again, I'll link some sources down in the description below. But number one, the Union Cross Dark Road team is actually already disbanded, so they finished off the final season, I guess, or the final episode, and they're already disbanded. The story had to be put together in full and couldn't be released piece by piece. The current work on Dark Road is being done by the two animators who worked on the Union Cross event scenes. And then beyond that, they were originally not going to revive Roxas and Shion, but fans' voices were so strong that they felt they had no choice but to bring them back, which I'm really glad that they did. And again, that just goes to show you that the fans do have a little bit of a play with the development of the story and the lore and the world, and just kind of the direction that sometimes it heads in. Obviously, you know, for the most part, you know, they're still going to make their own creative decisions, but they do listen to the fans' voices, and fans loved Roxas and Shion so much that they said, hey, we got to bring them back. And I'm glad they did, because that was a great kind of finale in Kingdom Hearts 3. Nomura actually debated whether to make Kingdom Hearts 4 or Virum Rex, but chose the former because people were curious about what had happened to Sora. So again, pretty interesting stuff. That it was kind of like a fork in the road that I guess he was deciding whether to go Kingdom Hearts 4 or Virum Rex. I don't know. There's another area that I read that stated, or suggested at least, the translation was that they were going to just call what Kingdom Hearts 4 is Virum Rex. But now there's this one here that's suggesting that it was actually two different games. So I'm not sure if it was two different games or if it was more just what to title this game. That's a little bit kind of cloudy, that I'm not 100% sure based on the translations. Further beyond that, Nomura actually didn't finish the anniversary artwork until 10 a.m. the morning of the 20th anniversary. He stayed up all night just to get it done in time. If you haven't seen it, I'll try to throw it up on screen right now so you guys can see it. It's my new phone wallpaper. It's so cool, man. It replaced my Skyward Sword HD one, which I loved as well, but it's such cool artwork. So he spent all night working on that art. And then also they said Kingdom Hearts 4 footage in the trailer was actually made in Unreal Engine 4, but development has since shifted to Unreal Engine 5. So the game is going to be in Unreal Engine 5. Development is currently in Unreal Engine 5, but the trailer itself was made in UE4. Also, Kingdom Hearts 4 will not be present at E3. Obviously, there is no E3 this year, but I guess they mean kind of like in that time frame. We may get something a little bit later in the year. But as of right now, we're not going to get anything, you know, in the summertime. If we get anything, it's not going to be till like the fall, if anything. So beyond that, we actually got a couple more details. So again, they did say regarding the whole thing and not being present at E3, even though E3 is not going to be a thing, they said Kingdom Hearts 4 will be revealed much later. The trailer is captured entirely in real time. So that's another thing. The logo fonts, you might have noticed that the logo font has changed, and that means a new chapter, right? The Xehanort saga is over. We know that saga has come to an end, but the overarching story is not over. Obviously, we're going into another saga, which it all connects to the same thing, right? Think about, like, for example, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? How we had everything leading up to Thanos, and then after Thanos, it's kind of created a new saga. That was the like Infinity Stone saga, and now we're going into a brand new saga. It's kind of like that, but everything's connected, right? That's the best way I could put it. Worlds for the game are currently being developed. Now, we did talk about some of the worlds in a previous video. If you missed that, I'll link it down in the description below. You can check it out. And then finally, this one's a little bit tricky for me personally because I don't know the Japanese voice actors, but the narrator in the trailer is someone we know. Now, if it was an English version, it might have been a little bit easier to kind of figure out who this person is. Maybe that's also why they haven't yet released the English version of the trailer. I'm not really sure. Or maybe they would just get a different voice actor to kind of throw us off. But whoever, it is someone we know. Is it Demix? Is it gosh, who is it? I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh goodness, I'm trying to blank on the name. Anyways, or is it like the Master of Masters? Who is it? I'm not really sure. I'm not personally really sure. If you guys know, have any idea, let me know. We'll have to dig a little bit deeper into that, but at the time of recording this, like I said, I'm not really sure. Now, the other thing I said was with the translation, Nomura did mention that he wanted to call the next installment Virum Rex, but this is the translation that says, kind of phrases it in a way that it was more about a title and not a different game. Right, but he decided with Kingdom Hearts 4 not to confuse fans and whatever. So I'm not really sure if it was just a title thing or if they were two different game ideas. Does that make sense? Beyond that, we got a couple tidbits regarding Missing Link. So it's going to be a smartphone game with action elements. Multiplayer up to 6 people. That's pretty crazy. Vertical or horizontal screen support, so whatever way you want to play it. Takes place after Union Cross, but before Dark Road, so in between those two. It's connected to all the mysteries up until now. Keywords to note for the game are Scala ad Calum, Ephemer, the Founding Father, the Secret Society of Keyblade Wielders. So those are some keywords. The beta test, like I mentioned, going to be around autumn 2022. Or did I mention that in this video? Might have been a different video. There are 2 modes. There's going to be a story mode or a walking mode, which is similar to like Pokemon Go. So again, 2 different modes that you can choose from. The walking mode also has an option to play without actually walking. For example, by playing the walking mode, you can collect Keyblade materials to make stronger Keyblades. So at least you don't necessarily have to walk like Pokemon Go if you can't, or if you don't want to. And then a little bit more details regarding Dark Road. Before the trailer was revealed, Nomura felt hot from the stage lights and took off his jacket. That was just a random little tidbit. I don't know why it was thrown in there. Release is August 2022, the final, the grand finale, and the development team, like I said, has finished work, and there's only 2 staff working on the animations right now. The story will clear up a lot of mysteries, they said as well. So there's a bunch of details. Like I said, I'm going to link a bunch of sources down in the description below if you guys want to kind of go check them all out for yourselves. But I wanted to go through this here in this video, whether you knew or didn't know about all this stuff. I think that covers the majority of it. So hopefully that answers some questions, gives you some more information beyond what we already had and whatnot. So again, we'll keep on talking about Kingdom Hearts. We're going to keep trying to figure things out, break things down, all that good stuff as we lead up until whatever comes next, and really exciting stuff. So I just can't wait, man. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. Like I said, Kingdom Hearts content on my channel has been some of my favorite to create and some of my most popular. So thank you guys for the support on the Kingdom Hearts content, and you can rest assured that no matter what content I put out, I will always be coming back to Kingdom Hearts when there's Kingdom Hearts content to talk about and cover. So stick around for more, my friends. Stay safe, stay well. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments section below, and until then, game on. May hearts be your guiding key.